Set it up. All right, fair enough. Here we go. Okay, great. All right. We are live. Goodness me. Welcome. Sonia's gone off. She'll be back again, I'm sure, and the others will join as well. How are you, Louise? Are you okay?
I'm good, yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
bless you.
Bit tired, but I'm okay.
I know the weather as well, isn't it? It's so muggy.
It was horrible today.
Exactly. I know. I mean, I'm sitting here with the lights on and things, and not comfortable. But there you go.
Just
And
about.
I was saying to Sonia, my hair. Look at it. With all the heat and the rain, it's just doing its own thing. It's like, yeah, whatever, can't be bothered. So there you go. All right. So it's obviously recording. There you go, Sonia. We can see you. Bless you.
Oh,
And
Declan.
Declan's arrived. Yay! We're coming on. We're coming on. Okay. So I'm going to start talking about this, and obviously for anybody who can't make it, or anybody who's late, you can always catch up with the recording. That's one of the beautiful things about Google Hangouts, to be honest. So the very first thing I want to talk about is that whole business of me starting off the pre-launch to iPass. I'm not bothering to wait for anybody else. I've decided I'm going to start it. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of questions about that. Why have I done that? What do I know? Etc. etc. All right. So let me give you an idea of my thought processes. Okay, so you know exactly why I'm doing it, and you can decide to follow or not, as the case may be. All right. So here's the thing, right? I like watching what's going on. I was talking with Declan earlier today, and I'm a great observer. I'm working away, but I'm observing everything that's happening across the horizon, right? And I'm kind of working things out, putting two and two together, etc. So the first thing was, obviously, we've been talking about iPass, and I'm on the meetings, and I know the stage they've got to, etc. And then it was last week about this time, no, it was over the weekend, Chris put in an update saying, okay, we've received the paperwork, the accreditation paperwork from Empower Network. We'll be spending this entire week filling it all in, and we'll submit it sometime this week. Now, we know that in order to provide the system for Empower Network to, give its accreditation license, that the system had to be complete. Okay, so when Chris said, because I knew there were one or two bits left to be done, like the business coaches bit and all of that. So when Chris updated the mastermind chat group, and said, okay, the application has now gone in. Now we're waiting on Empower Network. That was a good sign. Okay, we knew that everything had to be tidied up by that stage. Now, if you instead, John Cronstead, where he explained, how long the process would take, that was going to be okay. Excellent. That was going to be what he said was it would take up to 15 days. Okay, so I decided, fine, okay, at the end of next week, of course, you've got Charlotte. All right. And it's so funny. What was it? I saw Dave Wood saying to somebody, he said, how do I get involved with all of this? How do I make money at this? And Dave Wood said simply, get to Charlotte. And this poor guy put a little note underneath saying, could I have Charlotte's phone number, please? And, cracked up. Oh, bless. He's even more lost than we are. So I know. So I thought, oh, bless. But I've been putting all of this together. So here's my thinking, right? If it doesn't launch before Charlotte, it's going to launch very soon after, or at Charlotte, who knows? Okay. There's also a lot of conjecture. Hi, Peter. Hi there.
Hi.
There's also a lot of conjecture as to whether this is what David Wood's going to be revealing at Charlotte. And honestly, though this may be one of the things he talks about, I genuinely don't feel it's the thing, simply because what he has said is totally different. What he has said is that what he is so excited about is unveiling an offline method that will interest old schoolers. Okay, to me, that doesn't smack of what iPass is doing. iPass is certainly helped them, but I think there's more to it. I think it's another aspect, which is brilliant for all of us. Okay, so what? Okay, so obviously, I've been looking at things, etc., and I've been observing the leaderboard. Okay, and there are two guys up there, Mark Sherris and John Moroz. Okay, doing incredibly well. I know how some of them are doing well. With the Swans, for example, I know that they're heavily into Facebook PPC because I've been on a training where they were there, and I know who's managing their account, and so I know a lot of little bits and pieces. So, and I'm good at putting them all together. Now, with one guy in particular, he is absolutely smashing it, and that's young Mark Sherris. Okay, only 22 years old. He's here in the United Kingdom. He's absolutely smashing it, and all he is using is that evergreen funnel. Okay, now I'm really annoyed with myself that I didn't realize that evergreen funnel had been switched up. Because the last time I looked, it was still the Blog Beast funnel. So I've never been anywhere near it, since all of that happened. And
You've
of
lost
course,
me.
sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought I lost you in that way.
No, I'm still here. I can still hear you.
No problem. Louise, I think that was the time you were dormant, and you were moving and all that kind of thing. There was the Blog Beast launch, and they created what's called an evergreen funnel for it in the Prosperity Team back office.
Right.
Okay. Since then, I didn't want to use that thingy, so I've never gone back and looked at it, etc. And now I realize that they've completely changed it up, and they've got this new funnel, which is the Prosperity Team iPass funnel.
Right.
Okay, and it's a very, very clever funnel because, like Adrian was asking today and Declan was remarking, etc., it's a series of videos and emails. You'll have got the emails there with the links. I'll show you where the videos are in a moment. I mean, most of you all know, but I'll pop it in there. I'll screen share. Eeks! We'll see if it works this week, but I'll screen share and show you where it is. But it's very clever, okay, in that there are 5 or 6 videos. Each one builds on the previous one. None of them give a link or a button to be clicked on, nothing. All it says, all the email says is, wait for the next one, wait for the next one, And they're kind of spaced out, okay, over a period of days. Now, I've spaced mine out over 2 weeks. Okay, I've put them into my autoresponder as broadcast messages, and I've scheduled them to go out, at intervals. But what it means is that I can either slow them down or speed them up. Okay, now, what I have also noticed, well, basically, it is working amazingly well. My only thing to that, there were two things to that. One was the fact that in the very last video, the offer video, they actually promoted the kits, the physical kits. Okay, and also the only thing it talks about is joining the $25 level. All right, that was the offer video. Now, they are clearly doing something with that funnel, because yesterday the offer video was there. Today I thought, let me just go in and check everything before I talk to the team. And now if you click on the offer video link, it actually takes you to the checkout page. Okay, so they've obviously figured out, ooh, okay, people are using this and it's not saying the right thing, so let's knock it on the head. So here's what my plan is, okay, and it may work, it may not work, but I've got a solution for either way. All right. So let's look at this. Now, what I'm hoping is that while we're going through this sequence of these 5 emails dotted over, 2 or 3 days kind of thing, and I'll tell you who to send it to as well. While we're doing that, as we're coming to the end, I pass 2 launches, okay, because we're spanning a 2-week period with those letters. So I'm hoping that by that time I pass 2 launches and it'll actually fit nicely into that final thing where we say, okay, here's it now, go. Right. That's my biggest hope, if you like. Okay, that's what I'm counting on happening. And sometimes I've noticed, I do kind of push the envelope and I do take these little steps that are like, oh, it's scary, but very often they work out. All right. Now, if it doesn't work out, well, first of all, let me tell you why I want to do it. Number one, it is so much better to warm your list up or prepare people rather than just hitting them with the final launch when iPass launches. Okay. Because here's the thing, iPass has been overdue in launching. And a lot of people have actually gone quiet kind of thing or lukewarm. They've lost that first initial excitement, which is why I think building the buzz up again is a good idea. Okay, now, if iPass doesn't launch at that stage, it's okay. For that final video, there will be a link where I will send them where we'll send them to join up with Empower Network, like the checkout page now does. Okay, and I have a feeling that video there has been changed. Okay, on the checkout page, because it now says, look at the fast start training and see how you can be earning anything from 25 to 4,600 odd pounds of commission. Okay, and then here's the clever bit, all right. Somebody said to me, I forget who to be honest, but somebody said to me, aren't we supposed to be marketing the discount? Okay, here's what I put to you, you do what you want to with the idea, all right. Lawrence Tam said something very, very sensible. And I was kind of thinking about this myself. I was thinking, now, if we tell people that, once they join, now here I'm giving a little lesson in human nature, right? And you know me, I'm not one to take advantage of people, etc. However, I also know human nature, all right? So if you tell people, okay, once you join this, within the first 72 hours, you've got to, that's the window, and that's when you're going to be able to take advantage of the discount. What are the majority of people going to do? Okay, they will sit and wait till they've got $2,700 together before they join. Okay, give me 2 seconds, guys. Oh.
Good idea.
All this talking. Good idea, isn't it, Dec? Yes. Declan's getting thirsty just listening to me talk. But, right, so the majority of people will do that, right? Now, what is happening is with people joining at the $25, right, the discounts are mentioned, etc., in passing, right? They get joined up at the $25, and then they see the fast start videos, and then they see the countdown clock. Okay, so when people are in that kind of a time scale thing, they find the money. All right, or if they don't, they don't. That's perfectly all right. I've had people who've gone part of the way and then said, Marion, I can't do the whole thing. It's fine. I'll pay the full price later on, So it's not a problem at all. But if they can, that 72 hours is going to get them to take action quicker. All right. Because here's the other thing, if you say, fine, I'll do it at some stage, all sorts of things happen in life, in everything, and that becomes not a priority. Whereas this way, if there is a 72-hour window, people join. Okay, and here's the other thing I will say about that. When people, some of the people I'm talking to now, right, because I've started making calls and that kind of thing. It's not up at full level. This is from people who are using this funnel that we're talking about. Now, most of them, well, some of them, I am getting some of them who are saying, oh, I didn't realize I had to upgrade here. This is too much. I can't be bothered, etc. That's fine. Understandable. I explain that to them. I say, yes, I completely understand. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And that's that. Okay. Can you still hear me, guys?
Yep.
Can hear you, can't
Yeah,
see
okay,
you.
excellent.
Are
Because
you
it
back?
looks like Sonia's dropped off, bless her. Okay, so some of them don't upgrade, etc. Okay, but then without being harsh in the least way, those people were never going to upgrade anyway. Okay, whether they join the business that way or some other way. But on the other hand, like I said to Declan today when he was waiting to talk with me, bless him, I was on the phone to a lady from Norway. Okay, just the fact that she had human contact. Okay, she said, Marion, you've explained everything to me. I was able to explain, okay, she was at the silver level. And I was able to say, okay, at the silver level, this is what you can do, this is what you can do, and this is what you can do, and this is how much you can earn. At the gold level, this is what will happen. And at the black card level, this is what it costs, this is what happens, these are the benefits, etc. And then I explained, do remember that, when you're getting these people joining you at the silver level, some of them are going to upgrade to the higher packages. And if you don't own the products, you're going to miss out on that commission. It was simply that basic explanation, the fact that she had somebody to talk with her about it, somebody to point her to the fast start videos, somebody to point her to the countdown clock, and I gave her the link to our prosperity team because she's one of Mark Sherris's. He's part of prosperity team, so gave her that link, etc. She was so over the moon that she's upgrading. So it will work. It's as simple as that. The other coaches are also brilliant, so that's like saying I'm brilliant. But yeah, why not? He's just got the giggles. but yeah, it is true. They are very good at what they do. So I can see a lot of these upgrades happening. So it does make sense. And therefore, putting that all together with what Lawrence Tam said and the way I'm seeing things working, etc., I'm not afraid of doing what we're doing. Okay, if it's delayed, fine. We'll go this route and then we'll plug them in. I'll do a video showing all the different packages and what I just explained, kind of thing. And you can either copy that yourselves or I'll put it on a link where you can download it to your own hard drive, upload it again, send it off to them. We'll do something where that is very clear, and then they can get joined up. And all the time we'll keep saying, iPass2 is about to launch, about to launch, about to launch, till that launches. But they're in and they've got started, and it won't be that long before iPass2 launches anyway. Okay, so that's my whole logic behind that. Let me just look at my notes here, see if there's anything I've forgotten. Oh yes, that was the other thing. When iPass2 launches, there's not going to be like a run up to it or a pre-launch thing or a soft launch like they'd initially planned with the leaders, etc., etc. It is going to be smack bang straight in. Okay, so it just, to me, it just makes sense to do it this way. Okay, any questions, anybody? And in the meanwhile, I can, yeah. Any questions, Declan?
Nope, not for me.
No,
All
you're
pretty
not.
much. Yeah.
No, not for me either.
Must be crystal clear way you explained it, Marion. Oh, who's making that clicking?
Have we lost
Sorry?
Marion again? Unless she's there.
That's a bizarre clicking. Can everybody else hear that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
You can hear me. Okay.
That's weird. Sounds like somebody running
Okay.
a pen around. around a
I told you,
Skype.
Skype.
Oh, we've lost you. You're back again.
Gone.
You keep disappearing.
Yeah, gone.
You keep giving us a flash of prosperity team.
There's that noise again.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fan.
Yeah, just a bit.
Hmm.
Boom.
Am I okay? Yeah, I know.
Wow, it's musical roulette with the screens.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on there.
I have to get a plug. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Running
I'm
short
gonna
on
get cut
battery.
off.
Oh. Oh, she's in a nice
Oh,
cushy little
really?
surroundings in her bed. Dear me. What's up, Sonia?
Let me do all of this and then. Sorry, guys. It's just. Next time, I must remember to turn Skype off ahead of time. It's an absolute nightmare.
Oh, you usually do. Just a question of
I
forgetting.
got something.
Yeah, for the last couple of hangouts, you've always turned it off.
Wow. How weird.
Hey, if anybody hasn't listened to the what you call it, Think and Grow Rich call today, listen to it. I got dragged in to do the reading out the major definite purpose today, so that's really quite good.
Oh, well done, Declan. Okay. Am I back, guys?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, okay, fine. All right. So that was the first thing there. Right. Now,
Oh, you're gone again.
Yeah, something's happening.
It must be your broadband, Marion. Has to be. Oh, she's gone altogether. She dropped off. Looks like it's just us three chickens.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course you can hear
Yeah.
something.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
because it's my webcam deck. Because when we do Skype, it doesn't seem to work.
No idea. I can hear you and see you.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Wonders of technology. Looks like you've got studio lighting there, because I've never seen you this well lit up.
I've got a lamp shining in my face.
Well, I've actually got a thing right above my screen, which is a if I turn it off, and you see how pink I go. I mean, I don't know what is going on with my skin, but you see in my videos there, I just look like Mr. Pink Man. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, you could white paint yourself, I suppose.
Well, I mean, this light actually gives quite a blue light, so that's why it takes some of the pink out. But you know, that's a problem neither you or your Uncle Peter face.
I was going to say, I don't know that problem.
Yeah.
Can you actually hear me?
Look at the difference between here and here. Of
Peter? How you doing, Peter?
Okay, but can you hear me?
course we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I couldn't realise. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Louise!
Louise.
Hello!
Have we lost Marion?
Yeah.
Four of us.
All right. I ran
Are
out
you,
of
watching, are you
power.
watching from a laptop, Louise? You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in bed. Well, I'm not in bed. I mean, I'm sitting on
No,
the
no, we saw the pillow. No excuses.
as I dived off. Oh.
Okay, well maybe we should share our strategies then.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, okay, you can have Asia. I want Russia. You can have South America.
But world domination.
Crikey, got to help anybody that actually sees this if it's online. I think we're a right bunch of ragamuffins.
So what are you up to, Deck? Deck, share some
Oh,
stuff with us.
I've been
Because you're really
super.
busy.
I've been major busy. What have I been doing? I've been mostly just having nightmares getting my travel arrangements sorted out and flipping hotels, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's just been stretched out. Ridiculous. Other than that, not a lot really.
I like your new header on your website.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite good. I think I'll get him to redo it. Maybe just have the lettering a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah,
And out of interest, does anybody actually listen to the Think and Grow Rich call?
it's been a while since I listened to it, actually.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Paul is doing now. He's at the start of every call, he grabs somebody to read out their major definite purpose and the 5-step thing which goes after that. And so I did that this morning, and so that was quite a bit of a buzz. But other than that, it's a good call to go on. I mean, as you know, Mike says to go on it, and if you can't catch it, then you grab the recording. You can actually do it in just a half an hour, because the other half hour is kind of like the contribution part, where everybody gets to put their interpretation on what was just read out.
What are you reading at the moment?
Huh?
What are you reading at the moment?
At the moment, I am getting through. What is it? I'm getting through Think and Grow Rich for the 3rd time, and I'm getting through Psycho-Cybernetics for the 2nd time.
Okay.
And at weekends, I just delve into a bit of Tony Robbins, but I find that I get a lot more out of the Psycho-Cybernetics and the Napoleon Hill than Tony Robbins.
The Think and Grow Rich call, are they actually reading that? Because the last time I thought they'd gone on to something else.
Yeah, they have. No, they do, because I mean they must have read in 4 years that I've read through that, quite a lot. They are currently going through. I can't think of the top of my head. It's not The Richest Man in Babylon. It's I can't think of what it is. The one before this was the Science of Growing Rich by Wallace D. Wattles.